Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Jacksonville. Josh Downs to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. It is caught left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Setting up a throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball left side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars into punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He's got this at the 27. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Hey! No touch that! Tiger swamp! Tiger swamp! No touch!
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Downs on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Airing it out to start this drive. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shut up!
2nd and 6 now. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
To throw it on 1st down. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Now looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. He's dropping back to throw. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Working quickly here. 1st down from the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cup 19, Cup 19, ready, Mustang 19, 70 Rangers, ready.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now, they're left with 4th and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Let's go.
They'll run it up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars will each pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 20. On the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
A play fake now hurts to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
We've hit the end of one, and this... Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got a 1st to begin the frame. They send the tight end in motion. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He'll throw again on 2nd down. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Simple dive up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pass play now. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Hurts now from the gun. He'll get this one to Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And they'll take the lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Downs on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. They're going play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up.
Come on.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready?
Play action on first down. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take possession of the football.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Hits his running back. He's still going at the 30. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. On first down, they'll run. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 23. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. For his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Lisa 24.
They kick the running back in motion. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Red on red. Hey, kill.
First down throw, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence in the pistol. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ryan. 13, Lou.
Running back sent in motion. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing third and long.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Aubrey puts it through. And that gets him back within 5.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Playing favorites with the fullback here. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy. And that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
3rd and just 2 to go.
73. Great. Set.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Great.
First down, and they go right back to him. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play. Now need a handful more. 5 yards on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They give it to him again. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4.
where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts to throw. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end it?
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Running it on 4th and goal, that has to take some major guts, Brock, especially knowing a lot of the time there were some rushes before it that came up short.
It's guts, it's will, it's willpower, maybe even it's a little bit of pride. But you know what? When you're in that huddle, you feel that stubbornness to refuse to accept a field goal. Not on our watch. We're going to do all we can to run this sucker in.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Downs on the return. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
23.
Lawrence working from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Aubrey puts it through, and the lead is back down to 9.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Hurts. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
63, 63, 63. No touch.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the... Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the pistol, Hurts. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go, go. Hey, go, go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Same right. 39-yard line. Go, go. Red.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
2nd and 10 now. Looking slant round, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Great job. Hey, kill. Hot.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Go, let's go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Red on red.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now.
All right, let's go.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Eagles up by just a couple of points. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And they bring him down around the 34. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, run! 13, loop! Loop! Sink right open. 11. Ready.
Setting up to pass. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, Lion. Dirty left. Here we go, son.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They kick the running back in motion.
Here we go, son.
Here he is to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars jump in front now by 5. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. They want to run it across. And he's short of the end zone. They wanted that field goal lead, but remain in front by just a point. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Downs on the return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.